Let's talk about a hidden flaw in literally millions of Toyota and Lexus V6 engines. We're talking about one single, pretty cheap part that can silently fail and lead to complete engine destruction. The good news? There is a simple and permanent fix.
I mean, it's a terrifying question for any car owner, right? You do your oil changes, you try to take care of your vehicle, but could there be a little ticking time bomb under the hood that you don't even know exists?
Well, for a huge number of these very popular Toyota V6 engines, the answer is, shockingly, yes. But hey, don't panic. Understanding the problem is the first and most important step to preventing it. So let's dive in and break down exactly what's going on. We're calling this a ticking time bomb because that's exactly what it is. It's this small, unassuming part with a critical design flaw, and it's hidden deep inside one of the most reliable engines ever built. So what is this part? It's the VVTi oil line. The easiest way to think of it is like a critical artery for your engine. It's a small hydraulic pipe that feeds pressurized oil to the variable valve timing system. That system is what gives your engine its smooth power and good gas mileage. Bottom line, it's absolutely essential. And we're not talking about some rare, obscure engine here. This engine, the 2GR-FE, is an absolute workhorse for Toyota. You'll find it in some of the most popular cars on the road, the Camry, Highlander, RAV4, and even in Lexus models like the RX 350 and ES 350. So if you drive one of these, you're definitely going to want to pay attention. And listen, the stakes could not be higher. This isn't about a minor leak on your driveway. As Frank from the Mary Frankster YouTube channel puts it, you need to replace this line so it doesn't rupture and cause a total engine failure. Because when this thing lets go, it can dump all of your engine's oil in a matter of seconds. Okay, so here's the problem in a nutshell. The original part, let's call it the villain, has this section of rubber hose that just gets cooked by engine heat and pressure over time until boom, it bursts. The hero of our story is this simple all-metal replacement line. It completely engineers out that weak point. It is a permanent fix. All right, enough about the problem. Let's talk about the solution. Because this isn't some super complex $1,000 repair. It's actually a really elegant and robust fix that, you can probably even do yourself. I mean, just look at it. This really shows you how simple the fix is. You're just taking out that flawed rubber and metal line and swapping in a single, solid piece of metal pipe. The weak link is just gone. No more rubber elbow to worry about, ever. Okay, so you're on board. How do you actually get this thing swapped out? Let's walk through getting that old, faulty part out of there first. One of the best things about this job is you don't need a massive tool chest full of weird tools. For the most part, you're just going to need two super common sockets, a 10mm and a 17mm. That's pretty much it. It makes this job way more approachable for the average DIYer. And the process itself is really straightforward. First, you pop off that plastic engine cover. It's just two 10mm bolts. That'll expose the oil line. Next, you'll see a single 10mm bolt on a little bracket holding the line in place. Get that off. And finally, you just grab your 17mm socket and remove the two banjo bolts on either end of the line, and the whole thing comes right out. Okay, a really important heads up here. Before you loosen those last bolts, remember that line is full of engine oil. So make sure you've got a catch pan or at least some rags underneath it, because as soon as you break those seals, oil's going to start dripping out. It's much better to be prepared than to clean up a big mess later. Now here is the one potential gotcha you need to be aware of. On some models that have hydraulic power steering, like certain Camrys and Avalons, the pump itself can sit right in front of that rear banjo bolt, blocking your access. You don't have to remove the whole pump, but you will need to loosen it and just shift it a little bit to get your socket on the bolt. So just be ready for that extra step if you have one of those cars. So, the old line is out. You are on the home stretch. Now it's time to install the new all-metal line and really secure your engine's health for the long haul. I want to pause right here for a second because this is without a doubt the single most important piece of advice for this entire job. Cross-threading one of these banjo bolts into the engine block would be, well, a complete disaster. The cardinal rule, the number one thing to remember, is to be slow, be careful, and make absolutely sure you are not cross-threading anything. So how do you do that? Just follow the hand-tighten rule. First, always use the new copper gaskets that come with the part, one on each side of the fitting. Then, and this is the key part, thread both bolts in by hand. You should be able to get several full turns with zero effort, just using your fingers. If you feel any resistance at all, stop, back it out, and try again. Only after you know it's threaded perfectly should you ever pick up a wrench.
And here's a quick pro tip that'll pay you back down the road. One of those banjo bolts actually has a tiny little filter screen built into it. While you have it out, just take a second to spray it clean with some brake cleaner. This makes sure you've got good, clean oil flow going forward. It's a super simple step that adds a ton of value.
And just like that, the new line is in. With just a couple of simple tools and a little bit of care, you've completely eliminated a major weak point in an otherwise fantastic engine. So let's just do a quick final check. You've used fresh copper baskets, so you know you have a perfect seal. You cleaned that little filter screen for optimal oil flow. And most importantly, you carefully hand-tightened those bolts before torquing them down to spec. All that's left is to pop the engine cover back on and mission accomplished. You know, the feeling of turning the key after finishing this job is just pure peace of mind. You took a proactive step and permanently got rid of a known catastrophic failure point. Your engine is now actually safer and more reliable than it was the day it left the factory. It really makes you think, doesn't it? This one inexpensive little part can save an entire multi-thousand-dollar engine. It kind of begs the question, what other simple, overlooked maintenance jobs are out there that have the power to prevent a total disaster? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.